When I was growing up, I went to this restaurant called Country Manor quite a bit, and one of their specialties on the menu was a chicken soup topped with puff pastry. And recently, Maxine shared a recipe from her mom for Eurasian chicken pie, and she says that they call this soupy pie. And when I cracked through the pastry and had the soup and all the chunky bits, it really reminded me of that whole experience of going to Country Manor. We start by making the chicken soup, and for that we'll need some chicken carcasses with some celery, some onions, a bulb of garlic, some carrots, and some black pepper. So you want to fill the pot with water, just enough to cover the chicken, and then allow it to simmer for 3 hours, and then strain it. At the end of the cooking process, the chicken should be like almost falling apart. So I normally save that for dinner. I don't really throw it out. So now we make the rough puff. You just combine flour, salt, sugar with butter. Just rub the butter in until it forms a coarse rubble. And then you want to add some water just to like bind it into a dough. And then chill it for half an hour before you roll it out into a long rectangle. And then you just want to fold it in thirds. This is called one turn. You want to do about 5 turns in total. And then just chill the dough for about an hour before you use it. So now that the stock and the pie dough has been made, we can move on to marinating the chicken for the filling. So just marinate it with some brandy, some Worcestershire sauce, some salt, and some pepper. And then we can move on to prepping the rest of the filling ingredients. Now you want to add some oil and butter to a pot, and then add to it some whole spices, and when that is fragrant, add your red onions. And you just want to cook it until it softens a little bit before adding your marinated chicken. When the chicken has turned opaque, you want to add some of the chicken stock that you cooked earlier, and then you want to give that a season before you start adding your filling ingredients. So you want to add ingredients that take longer to cook first, and then you want to finish it with ingredients that hardly take any time to cook or warm up. So things like your frozen vegetables, your canned mushrooms, the quail eggs, the potatoes, things like that. And then you want to just heat everything through before seasoning it well with more salt, pepper, Worcestershire sauce. So now you want to fill your pie dish or your individual soup bowls with the soup and the ingredients. And then you just want to take out your pastry, roll it into a thin sheet. And then you just want to trim squares that are slightly larger than your individual soup bowls or larger than your pie dish. And then you can use the excess pastry to make decorations. So I'm making something like a mistletoe, because this pie is normally eaten during Christmas.